I know he promised the Super Bowl, but that window is still open. Like I said, like this is a young roster as well. When you look at that defense, they replaced a lot of mainstays over there on defense. Owe, Ajobu, these guys are like first and second year guys on that side of the ball. Kyle Hamilton is in his second year. So I think, listen, they have an opportunity to still continue to build and get better. And I think this would be a great learning experience. Like, I don't think it's a mandate that he wins the Super Bowl in his fourth year. I think if he does, it puts him in rarefied air. I think he closes the gap on a guy like Patrick Mahomes as far as saying who's the better player, right? Because he'll have 2 MVPs. He'll have, 1 Super Bowl, and he'll be one behind Patrick Mahomes. And I think that whole narrative that you can't win a Super Bowl with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, a guy that they consider a dual threat, run-first quarterback. Now, he's changing that narrative. I think that changes a bit. But I still think that it's more pressure on Josh Allen simply because this team is old. And you know how it is, Will, when that team gets to the end. We were part of a team that was an older team that we knew we had to win. Now that creates more pressure than a young team that thinks they get more bite at the apple. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to get more bites at the apple. But I'm saying that they're going to have more time because they're not under the same constraints as far as the salary cap to be able to build on this roster.
I find myself a bit distracted, number one, because I don't agree with you. But number two, and more importantly, because I'm just looking at D. Woody in my chair, just suited down with the pocket square.
What can Brown do for you?
I'm so proud right now. I mean, I'm just
the Stephen
A. influence. Influence.
He don't even because Stephen A's not here. He don't even see all the intricate details on it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But here's my point to Stephen A. See, you spent so much time in L.A. And by the way, I do envy you for spending all this time in L.A. that you really haven't peeped out your boy in his suit game over the past, I don't know, month
I've been
or so.
peeping it.
I've been peeping it. I don't think you've really been peeping it, dog.
I've been peeping it, but, it's not sitting in that chair. Because, see, that chair has a different standard. That chair has a different standard. And so you're living up to your problem in the chair. Look at the man. Look at Biggie. Look at Biggie. Go ahead, Biggie. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's cool right there.
I'm doing okay over here.
I'm very impressed.
I'm doing okay over here.
The standard has been elevated and stuff like that. Right up until the moment you showed them damn sneakers. But still,
no. Let me tell you about these shoes. Okay, these are custom made from Italy. Okay, so like the shoe game is on point here. Okay, the shoe game is on point. All right, so let's not get it twisted here. Let's not get it twisted. All right.
Let me get to my point. Let me get to my point real quick. Lamar Jackson, it's not Super Bowl championship or bust, but it is Super Bowl appearance. You got the number 1 seed. The road to the Super Bowl comes through Baltimore. You're about to win a league MVP. You got the personnel in place. You haven't thrown the ball to an all-pro wide receiver in your career till this season, okay? You're looking at the weapons that you have available with a new offensive coordinator, and the defense has lived up to a standard set by those who came before them, including Bart, the Ray Lewises, the Ed Reeds of the world, the T. Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, and all of those boys. There is no excuse not to get to the Super Bowl number 1 seed and your reigning league MVP, which we expect him to be. Go ahead, D. Woody.
Yeah, I'm just going to echo again what I said earlier. You go out here, you have a dominant regular season. You dominated some of the elite teams that we have in the National Football League. You go out here, you earn the number 1 seed. You're the most complete team in football, and you're about to be a 2-time league MVP. If you don't go out here and you can't get past the divisional round, that is going to be a huge indictment. Any way you slice it, I know you talked about the Baltimore Ravens are a young team. You know what's going to be talked about if the Baltimore Ravens don't get past the Houston Texans.
We got to get ready to go.
Hook, man.
We ain't letting Josh off the hook, but it is what it is. We got to get ready to go. I just want to make sure for clarification purposes, D. Woody, it's like I don't have on a tie today. The shirt is fly, but there's no tie. Here's the reason, D. Woody. I've been summoned to Port Charles for the Soaps General Hospital, and I got some taping today. And one of my scenes is me on a date, so I had to, I had to just.
Okay. The day out.
Hold on. So we're gonna see.
Did you manscape?
We're gonna see the other side of brick.
We're gonna see the other side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, little side.
Hope you manscaped got that tie. I hope you got that tie.
You don't want the tie. You don't want the tie, Bart Scott, because you don't want to be looking formal. You going out on a date. On
Is it
on
a
the
first
soap.
date? Is it a first date on the show?
Something like that. You know, they
Okay.
wanted to bring the Mac out of brick, so I had to.
Is that why you've been working out the way you have?
Well, that is one
That's
of the
for
reasons.
that
I mean, I'm gonna have to take my shirt off. I'm gonna have to take my shirt off eventually. I can't have that. I can't have that.
You better not be looking like Apollo Creed under there with that taco meat.
Oh my gosh. I know.
Better manscape that, son. That's not accepted in the 2000s.
I know, right? I know. Yeah.
Okay, let's leave that conversation there, shall we? Still to come.
And Dalton Kincaid is going to be big too, because when you think about, if they try and bring pressure, something like that, you want to be able to work the middle of the field. Josh Allen buying time with his legs. He's going to have to make some of those off-schedule plays, I think, with his arm, not his legs, like we see Lamar Jackson doing.
I'll tell you right now, there's only one way we can let you know who we believe is going to win this game, and that is as D. Wood can. We are going to smash the helmet to the losers. Let's go. Welcome to the most dangerous segment. Big man, tiny helmet. Get the goggles ready. That went right by my face. Things just got real. Yeah.
Turn to the side.
Graziano's got a lot of protection. Holy smoke.
There's no coming back from that. I think that might be my best.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
All right, so last week, Tannenbaum took one for the team, folks. He's not taking any
I'm ready.
today.
I'm ready.
He took one right in the teeth. So here we go. We've talked through this game. The Bills are a favorite at home, but a slim one.
Yep.
Sunday night, we understand all that is at play, all that is at stake between the quarterbacks. Smash the helmet of the losers.
Oh, yes. I caught myself with the shrapnel here. Okay,
You just took some of the table
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The table.
You can do better. You can do better.
The table.
You missed it.
The
You
table
do
broke.
better.
Yeah.
You do better.
The table broke.
The table broke.
Yeah.
But not the helmet.
There we go. How about that?
Wow.
Okay, yeah. How about that?
Insane.
Yeah.
Why Graziano's the only one on Kansas City. Why do you like Buffalo?
Yeah, I just think that this is Josh Allen's time. We talk about, maybe this last iteration of the Bills, as far as their window. I think playing up in Orchard Park in the conditions, I think that will be the difference. Josh Allen will be patient. Buffalo wins this game.
We're going to need a new table.
Not nice there, I tell you.
By the way, why do you like Buffalo?
Well, I'll tell you what, I just think it's Josh Allen's time. I think this is a flawed Kansas City team. I think, once they realize that this isn't the Kansas City team of old, I think they'll be able to play with them. And I think Josh Allen, since Joe Brady's been there, has been more balanced.
All right, so Mike T, would you grab that one for us over there? Because I just want everyone to see the smashed helmet. It's sort of a tradition here, unlike any other. Okay, so that one is smashed. I'll put the little piece of table that went with it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, now we come over here. This is our game tomorrow
Hey, you
afternoon.
bet not. You
We
bet.
got the Ravens, a significant home
How
favorite
dare-
again.
how
I've got
dare
a
you.
Seeing Green boost on ESPN Bet app right now. 10 points is the line that we have
Wait,
for you
give us
right
a
now.
countdown.
Yeah, here we go, and smash the loser. Wow, I heard that hit the ceiling. That hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
You might still be up there. Talk me through it. Ravens, how do they do it?
Yeah, listen, I think just the greatness of Lamar Jackson. This is the most, in my opinion, the most complete team in football. Their defense, I think they'll be able to, run a lot of those crazy blitzes that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Lamar Jackson, this is his time, man. If you're Lamar Jackson, you couldn't ask for a better situation right now to get on your way to a Super Bowl.
We've said that before, though. It does feel like Baltimore has been this kind of setup. The Ravens generally have been at their best when you don't expect it from them in the postseason. Why will it be different this year?
Because of the maturity of Lamar Jackson, right, and the sophistication of the offense. I think the offense has evolved. They're allowing him to play the quarterback position. They're allowing him to throw the ball. And it's been Lamar's patience within the pocket. It's been the time that he's able to throw. He's going to have those defenders covering for 5-6 seconds. That wears you out as a defense. I think Dalvin Cook is going to add some value to him as well. They're able to just continue to pound the ball and be physical. That's going to open up lanes behind the linebackers in front of the safety.
Greeny, just to add to that, let's give Eric DeCosta, the GM, a lot of credit here. All last year, no weapons. Now we have Isaiah Likely, Rashad Bateman's improved, Zay Flowers, a first-round pick. Oh, by the way, OBJ. And now Mark Andrews may play. That is terrific. And now you have a great defense at home with that offense. going to be hard to beat.
That's my thing. Mike McDonald's defense, right? I mean, this is a guy that's getting head coach interviews because of the work he's done in Baltimore. I think this is an elite level defense. It's an elite offense. They can beat you multiple different ways on both sides of the ball. I think they're the favorites to go to the Super Bowl. If they blow this, it's a much, much bigger failure than what we saw from Dallas.
If they blow it on Monday, Damian was going to fire John Harbaugh. It's the regular season.
We'll see. If so, this is what it would leave. It would leave Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen from the same draft class
I'd watch
playing
that.
for their first ever trip to the Super Bowl. We'll see if it